Alrighty, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Disney Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and with me, joining us again, are our wonderful Disney elites. We have Adam, Belle, and joining us again, as introduced last time, Cadel. Last we saw our heroes, danger had arisen. Cadel being brought, coming to the central embassy of the Chambers in Sumani City. Excuse me, I lost the word. You were coming, of course, to find employment. Adam and Belle, you guys had come on the request of Snow White to help with the coming dangers. Belle, having received that prophecy and vision of destruction through not only many means, but of some nefarious purposes that maybe people don't even realize are in Sumani yet. As you guys were talking, though, of course, Cato, from your perception of just being this creature and person that can detect evil and good, Belle and Adam, from the warning from Merlin, the advisor to Arthur, you have all come to the horrifying understanding that Mr. Incredible is not who he says he is. Cadel, again, anytime you've been around him, you have smelt this dark, evil, musky scent. Again, just rotting, necrotic scent inside your non-existent nostrils. And Belle and Adam, Mr. Incredible, while supposedly not who he says he is, you were able, though, to take the very real Ring of War from him and, using Snow's bird, send it off to Agatha in Magencia. But you were able to see some type of magic tried to get the ring. You were able to protect it, though. And, of course, using these protections of good and evil, along with the Zone of Truth from Cadel, you guys were able to quickly realize that you all have at least a common alliance in terms of not wanting to be hurt by something evil. Sorry, one second. In which case, I hope you can all see my screen. We have this kind of basic battle map to give you the idea of where you are right now. This is one of Snow's personal antechambers. This is a simple meeting room with like little desks and stuff, but again, very small, so to speak. There are like two doors that can lead back into the hallway. And what you know is on the right side of the building, or technically north, there are stairs that lead up to higher levels, and on the south side or left of the screen are the stairs that help lead to the level below. And of course, they swap every other level up and down. Currently, you are all on the 13th level of this building, with the offices being where they are. As this is going on, you all see, again, as we entered this initiative, looking outside the window, phalanx and legions of skeleton and hyena are marching into the chamber area, coming up the gardens, and you see the Mr. Incredible, whoever this is, has been looking at you up into this window. You know he sees you, in that sense of he knows where that window is, and you can assume, of course, the worst. Now, entering this combat, we then will start with Adam.
Okay, so my immediate first reaction is that we need to close the gates to the city. How plausible at all would that be? That's probably not a 6-second round. Someone to close the doors.
Yes, to close the gates is something that would take maybe an action or two, because it would require getting there and figuring out whether it's a mechanics mechanism or a magical mechanism that is used for the gates here.
Okay. That is not going to be on me. I'm going to actually request that Snow do that.
Gotcha.
And and then what I'm going to do for my turn, I want to look at Cadel, like, hey, things are gonna go down. We need your help. like as fast as possible. And with that, I'm going to. Is there a window? Yeah, there's a window.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Investiture of Flame on myself, turn into the beast, and jump out the window.
Cadel, as this just, we're gonna need your help. You see roiling flames start licking through Adam. Again, your coat, this fine linen and navy blue, licking with fire, but the fire doesn't burn your coat. It becomes the flame, and the flame the coat. As you then see appearing in this terrifying investiture of flame, the beast appears. Cadel, you see this man, horns grow out of his head, fangs, jagged gargoyle-esque wings and fur and scale as this creature appears, and you watch as both jump, easily opening the window, that object interaction, and take off down below. Are you using your full fly speed, just kind of going towards that gate area?
Yeah, I'm not going to get in close to Mr. Incredible yet, but I want to position myself to where I'll be able to kind of keep an eye on him.
Excellent. You get there. I'll start setting you up in the next part of the map. Perfect. That is quite a good turn. You all watch that. So that makes Adam's turn. That actually then makes the beast is now, instead of Adam, is out. In which case, Belle, that is your turn. So you watch it, Belle. Adam has just done this and has gestured at least to Snow in terms of looking towards the gate problem. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Adam just got the window. We can see Mr. Incredible and his band like coming towards us down at the bottom. Right?
Yeah, so currently right now, and I'm getting this ready, so I kind of had the grass set up, so I'll move it there in a second, is there is like enough of a stone pathway coming down the gardens. There is a larger, about 40-foot gate where enemies are kind of like marching in. But right now is Mr. Incredible is standing close enough to the gate because he is like ordering troops upward from what you can see. It is about from where Adam just went. Jeez Louise. It's about 80 feet to like Mr. Incredible and the gates itself. There we go. Here is some of the, here to give you some of this. So Adam is flying in. Mr. Incredible is standing closer to the gate. Again, where this cutoff ends is the gate. That's outward towards the city and to like other stuff. Right now, then, Adam, you would be in the air. So currently, only one legion of gnolls has entered in to the area. So there is that right now.
And you said they're about 80 feet away?
Yes, 80 feet.
Okay. I am going to cast Crown of Stars, and that's my action, but then as a bonus action, I'm going to send one of the stars down towards probably the I go for Mr. Incredible.
To Mr. Incredible.
The jig is up. The jig is up. He knows that we know. We know that he knows that we know.
He knows that we know that he knows. Yes, it's something that may not go great. Definitely though. Go ahead. So Cadel, again, as the beast flies down, we watch Belle, boom, glowing motes of bluish light emerge and wrap around, orbiting in that perfect spherical pattern around. You cast it at the base level, so that gives you the 7 stars for your Crown of Stars, and you can bonus action. Go ahead and roll to attack then at Mr. Incredible.
Yeah. So that's 15.
15 misses.
Dang.
You see as Cadel,
Dude.
Belle, you spin this star around a finger, sling it outward. The star burns through the air, streaking and whistling as it goes. Mr. Incredible raises a gloved hand and deflects it seemingly with the hand itself as it burrows into the ground. You see, though, molten like glass, rock, and grass are now in this like craterous hole from where he was standing. This is insane damage. Crown of Stars is a 7th level, this high magic spell that he just deflects one-handedly into the ground. You can't hear, but it looks like he's laughing. That this fake Mr. Incredible just seems to be chuckling right now.
Do the gnolls take any like excess damage like from debris or any of that?
Currently, no. The gnolls were far enough away. If something was like on top of him, it may have been bad, but as of right now, nothing.
Okay.
No, that is a good question though, Cadel. Thank you so much. In which case, Belle, you still have the like movement and object interaction. Is there anything else you would like to do, or just stay in the room?
Not at the moment. No.
Awesome. Okay. That is your turn then, Belle. Cadel, that is your turn. So Cadel, with that, then it will start being like Snow White, hyenas, keep, and then Adam, eventually you'll be next on deck. So Cadel, all of this is happening. What would you like to do right now?
I think I would like to turn to Snow. I'm like, I would ask if this is a normal thing of him turning into a giant beast, but I'll save that question for later.
Snow gives you like a, it's on par for his person. Just gives you
that was the most dramatic it's ever been.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because is Belle still in there? Like in the same room as me?
Yes, Belle is still here as well.
Okay. I think if possible it would be best like if we started to like move out of there because we'd be like cornered in that room. It's probably like a good spot to like bunker in, but Mr. Incredible knows where we are, so we better move.
Yes, that's fair. So you can definitely start, if you want to start using that like action, you can go down the stairs, like out the door. The window is open, but again, whereas you don't have wings, it is kind of a drop.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, here we go. So Cadel, yes, you can start moving. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So your normal movement gets you well and out of the room, just kind of move, and you can, of course, using this talk action with Belle and Snow. Okay. Would you like, because of course that's just your normal movement, you can do what's called the dash action, which then just doubles your speed. It's not like I'm using my full movement to just kind of keep running.
Okay. I don't want to be too far from them because even though like I know like Belle is very capable, I don't know how well Snow is for defending herself. So I don't want to be too far away from them. So yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome. Here's what we'll do then. So yes, you can do that. And then you could do what's called the held action then if you like. You could say you could hold an action for in case something happens, you could like attack back or try to deflect something. It's kind of that like, since I want to stay with the group, but I don't want to use an action yet, you can hold on to it until your next turn. It doesn't stack, but it's that like, just in case I don't want to get like caught unawares.
Okay. All right.
All righty. So Cadel, that's pretty good though. Running out. So that means the door is open. Cadel, again, you're coming out. You saw that line of sight to Belle and Snow. That will then make Snow White's turn. Snow is going to follow you, Cadel, again, starting to try to get down as fast as possible. So Snow keeps perfect pace with you. You actually see, Cadel, Belle seems to be prepping some sort of spell in her hands. As you see, like, she's like whispering and singing, and you see like literal space is bending and forming into things as you're running. Kind of in that like, hey, I've got magic, so let me see what I can prepare before we get terribly close down there. Awesome. That then makes the Mr. Incredible quote unquote's turn. Adam, you watch as this thing looks up at you. You see, as he does so, his gloved hand that he points at you shimmers and becomes ghostly and zombified. Again, emaciated flesh and bone pointing, as a shadow of this hand then springs forward across the air towards you. You take a total of 4d8. That's going to be, you take 16 points of damage in this beast form, of this necrotic damage that just dissolves into you. You feel like cold spreading, and a dark spot now appears at that fur where it touched you. You cannot then take any healing points until the start of Mr. Incredible's next turn.
Gotcha.
Is he too far away from me to give him Shield of Faith?
Yes. Excuse me, because Shield of Faith, that would have been something you wanted to throw up before then. Because he's now like already like down across the fields, just like zooming in to Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible is going to do that though for his turn, because you see he isn't like really attacking. You see he's not like getting ready to fight. He is just kind of keeping the gates open. As this happens, Adam, coming down the gates, these gnolls that are currently here, a few of them do have light crossbows. And they hit the beast for another 16 points of damage, as again, just like the few in this simple troop, just kind of lean up, pull back, hitting you as you fly down. That makes the end of this round. I'm now going to roll at the beginning of the round how many troops are now continuing to press forward. Okay, these hyena come off to the side. That makes another troop of hyena appear, as well as that's the wrong thing. A troop of skeletal spearmen march in as well. Adam, you see, again, these are just like marching orders. This isn't really their turn. It's just that like as they enter, although immediately are seeing you, because you actually hear barking gnollish order to the other hyena that have appeared. The skeletons chitter amongst themselves in some sort of uncommon dead language that Adam, you don't speak. But you all see you though, and immediately start readying spears, weapons, and crossbows. That makes that turn. So Adam, that is your turn then. Belle, you are on deck.
Okay, so you said the skeletons aren't quite in the city yet, but they're getting close.
Correct.
Okay. I would like to fly down to the ground, kind of in front of where those gnolls are.
Okay.
And I am going to use my action from Investiture of Flame, to breathe a 15-foot line of fire. I just want to blast right into the midst of the gnolls.
Oh, excellent stuff. Excellent. Jeez Louise. Let's see.
It's a 15 feet long, 5 feet wide, and I want to hit as many of the gnolls as possible.
Excellent. They're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. And
16.
They're not terribly dexterous. They failed. Good heavens. I'm glad to have these gnolls.
So I guess they each take a total of 4d8 points of fire damage. Anybody that failed, for a total of 8 points of fire damage.
Good Lord. You watch as these gnolls from where they are. Sorry, I'm just getting the fire ready there for you. You start burning in to these gnolls. All of them already look so bad that all of these gnolls are immediately dropped, are burning on the ground. This is something for those wondering and for those at home, these are 3.5 minion stats. So they have like basically no hit points while they can deal stuff, just because there's a lot of them. But Adam, well done. The flame still continues again, though, as it burns off of their bodies. These gnolls already looking very scattered and nervous as almost half of their legion is just charred to a crisp. Oh, yes, sorry. I was like, and wait, where do these appear? Right, because they haven't made it inside the gates yet.
Yep.
So good.
That's it.
Good stuff. Moving. The flame appears, erupts around you, and off of this terrifying, flaming beast visage. Honestly, the stuff of nightmares as this hell beast burns into these hyenas. Belle.
Promise he's the devil, not me.
He's the bad guy. He's the demon. Belle, that makes your turn. So Snow and Cadel have just started running again. They have to take kind of that stairway as they don't have much in terms of spells to get fast to the ground. What would you like to do, Belle?
I'm going to jump out the window. And as a reaction to myself jumping out the window, I'm casting Featherfall on myself.
Well done, yes. As you Featherfall out from the window. It's a good spell to have. With that 60 feet. So you're going to, it slows to 60 feet per round, so it completely negates any of that falling damage. It's going to take, so this round and at the end of next round, you will reach the bottom safely, Belle. But just already with that momentum, again, it's physics. While the gravity has been affected on you, you are still jumping out. So by the end of the first round, you will have reached about here, just going across, just kind of enough up. You can see Adam. He's like down below you diagonally, still about that last 60 feet away. Mr. Incredible is now about still 40, not terribly far, but again, just more still downward now, just that 60 feet diagonally. Excuse me. Adam's 40. He's 65 diagonally. Sorry. And so, yes, and Cadel and Snow, you guys just kind of running the stairs as fast as you can.
And then, so that was my action, right?
That was your reaction.
That was a reaction, yeah, because it's that great just wizard like, hey, I don't want to smush, so I'm gonna cast a spell.
Then as my bonus action, I'm gonna shoot another star at Mr. Incredible.
All right, go ahead and roll for it.
21.
Oh gosh, I was like, how did you get
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Oh.
21 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, I lost my thing. What? How many? Sorry, pulling it up.
Oh yeah. So Crown of Stars is D12s. You actually get to roll 4 of them. And it's 4d12 of radiant damage. Again, this is a high level spell taught to you by Mickey Mouse spell, actually, way back so long ago, as this insane stars were. Adam, you see this again. Belle slowly falling with blue arcane energy radiating from her eyes, grabs another, swings, whistling as it goes. You watch as this star, Mr. Incredible, tries to deflect again like he did before. Belle, you were ready for it, and watch as it counters into his other shoulder as this burning, searing, and sizzling light boils. How much damage did he take?
23 points.
Woo! 23.
Haha.
Belle, you watch as the light already burning, it continues to bubble and boil against this creature's skin. You get the feeling this thing is vulnerable to radiance and magical effects of that. As again, even let alone that burning radiant energy, this thing doesn't do well with radiant damage. It is vulnerable. That's something I will give you. As you see this Mr. Credible just like yells, screaming, clutching his shoulder. You see though, as he yells, it turns into that like throaty laugh of that like ha 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 ha. Looks up. You guys are both of you are in range. Adam and Belle, you watch as this creature's hand raises and Mr. Incredible throws a shadow of dark energy at a point in the ground between you both. You watch as boom, 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 dark shadow erupts in a cylinder around you as both of you feel something internally shift as like not the breath taken out of you, but almost as if like that same effect. And so something you don't know yet what has happened, but I will draw in that radius as a cylinder of shadows is now in this area. That was his legendary action as this creature took it. Excuse me. I guess he couldn't do it. Belle, did you have anything else you want to do? Because I guess you still have a bonus action.
No.
Okay. Here's what's going to happen. So, Cadel, it is now your turn. Snow is going to act with you just because you both have that same goal. Are you still continuing to get as far down as you can?
Yes, but I feel like as soon as I get to the next floor, I'm going to be cautious and like look around to see if there are any like gnolls. And
Gotcha.
like, of course, like if I do see some, I'm literally just gonna stop right there and kind of like do that undead effect where it looks like I'm like just a suit of armor. So I can be a little bit more incognito.
Yes. Alrighty. That's good. You guys on your movement would make it, yes, to the next floor. Go ahead then. Just as a free check, you can give me that perception check as that kind of like free check action of like, okay, we've made it to the next floor. We don't want to get jump scared, so to speak.
Okay. D20, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. 7.
7. With 7, that then raises just to your passive, because your passive perception is 10. So it's like that you can't roll below 10. But just on that, Cadel, looking around, this floor does seem to be empty. As while there are other like hyena and Nolan skeletons that were around, you're not seeing any, thankfully, on this floor, just in that immediate like movement. You do see, though, on Snow's turn, she's going to do something as her spell's now ready. You see, she turns to you, Cadel, and just prepare to take a bit of a fall as she puts her hand and this magic down onto the ground. You watch as the ground below you starts to sink like wet paper with a rock in it. As you guys drop, let me roll. 3 stories. So now you are not on the 12th, you are now on the 9th floor. Not taking any fall damage, as again, she used a bigger spell.
Okay.
Already though, she doesn't have a ton of big magic though. That was one of her big things, is to just like really lose a lot of time. So you guys are on the 9th floor. Here's what you get though, just on a passive 10. You know that in this floor, you can just kind of hear in the hallway, there are 2 gnolls in the hallway. The door is not open, but you can hear them just on the passive 10 upon making it to this floor. Excuse me, wait. But that's a 12, 11, 10. Fun fact though, Cadel, on the 9th floor, the stairs you need to get down are on the left side. You are already at the stairs to get down. So that probably won't do anything for you because you guys are fine.
Okay.
Gosh.
Whatever way.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, there's gnolls here. Wait, the stairs are right because it swaps every other floor. Dang it. I will say this then. So that was like yours and Snow White's turn again, trying to like maneuver your way through. At the end of Snow's turn, Mr. Incredible is going to take a legendary action. Belle, you see that this imposter, Mr. Incredible, is going to attack you. Hits with his spell. Belle, you watch as his hand, again, his skin, while still bubbling and festering, he pulls his hand away as it turns like spectrally zombified again, as hand shoots out towards you. As it passes right through your sternum, you feel cold, inky necroticness rip through you as you take first 11 points of damage, and then another 11 as you are now vulnerable to necrotic damage in this circle. So for 22, Belle, you are now at 64 hit points. As Mr. Groban does this, you guys are actually within earshot now. Adam and Belle, you see he is laughing, just like, kill them, kill the traitors to Sumani. We cannot have anyone disrupting our wonderful nation here. As you see, he's just posturing and lying. But Belle, you feel that dark energy rip and know that, yes, inside this circle, there is now this unfortunate effect of being weak to necrotic damage. That actually then makes his turn. So that was just his legendary action on top of Snow White's. He is now going to take his normal action. Adam, you see he runs up inside the circle. As he passes into this shadowy cylinder, though, nothing really changes for him. As you see, he pulls out, though, his giant fists. The first one, oh, that is caught. Woo. That is one hit, but it was a natural 1, so it will half damage to you. Since it still hits, but it's a nat 1, you half the damage there. The second one will deal damage. Adam, you see as his hand glows this black spectral light, you realize that this might be some sort of illusionary magic, as the hand is glinting and pulsating, that even with a magical attack, this doesn't seem to be a real hand of what he's hitting you with. On the first attack, you will take 25 points of damage as Beast. Again, what was halved, but then some of it is necrotic damage, still dealing damage to you. On this next attack, he deals you 52 points of damage. As again, big attack, this fist glowing, boom, 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 boom. You feel like crack of the jaw as he comes in and just complete right hook into you. Beast, you are at 10 hit points in your beast form. As you see, he's again laughing, just like, don't worry, civilians, Mr. Incredible is here. Boom, boom, just punching you twice. You are seeing, Adam, you look up in the beast form, and as the flames are licking off of you, there are people on the street, again, who've started watching as Noel and Skeleton are coming this way. A couple people are starting to cheer, just like that, just, woo, go Mr. Incredible. Yeah, you take down that fire demon thing. Just because this is a part of the show for him. You see he punched you. He does then, as he finished that punch, you see he leans down to you, just like, you made quite the mistake coming here, Beast. as everyone starts cheering around him. With that
He
woman,
does take 4 points of fire damage, though.
as he got her. That is amazing. Yeah, he takes 4, but you watch. That is 4 halved to 2. You see as the fire burns into him, you actually watch as some of the fire that licks around the wound that Belle gave him seems to seep into that like boiling flesh and grow into him. Just the not healing him, but again, as he has that resistance, this creature, whatever its true form, apparently is pretty okay with fire.
Yeah.
Hey, but 2 points can be life or death. As we've learned in D&D, 2 points can mean anything. That is Mr. Incredible's turn.
Cadel.
Cadel, quick, get down here.
I'm trying, man.
The gnolls are going to come around. They sidestep their brethren's body as they don't want to take that. Are going to come down kind of in a flank. It's not a perfect flank though around you, Adam, as again they don't want to get burned.
So anybody that steps within 5 feet of me does take 3 points of fire damage.
Ooh, you got me. All right, that's fair. Man, it just happened too. Yeah, as these gnolls come up, this is cool. I'm sorry, so cinematic. As Mr. Incredible again, boom, boom, all these gnolls run in again. They all have their weapons. They start circling in. You all watch as poof, flame erupts off Beast. These gnolls burn and just fall to the floor or the ground, excuse me, as they run. Mr. Incredible sees this. You see, he has this like manic glint in his eye, just like, all right, I guess it's you and me then, bro. As the gnolls can't do anything, they die. The fire still burns. That makes us back to the top of the initiative order. Oh, that is bad. Adam, moving in, you see a troop of skeletons and a troop of hyena. These hyenas, though, they were close enough to see you. They aren't getting close enough to near to the wall, but they have entered the gates. You also see a giant a giant formation of hyena are marching up, like probably about twice the size of the gnolls that just entered, that could get in the gates soon. With that, though, it is your turn, Adam. In this beast form again, the punches happen, the flame rips around, you are in this cylinder of shadow.
Okay. I guess we're kind of, I want to get out of the cylinder of shadow, but I don't want to get too far away from Mr. Incredible because I still want to, we're throwing fists at each other.
We're throwing fists, mano y mano.
Okay. So I guess I can kind of position myself to where I'm on the top end of that cylinder. I guess it wouldn't be fully out, but
I would say I'll give it to you because already the cylinder was like at that perfect stretch to hit you and Belle. I would say that yes, it's that like you can have enough of that range to be like, I'm technically outside the cylinder, but can still punch in. I'll give that. I'll say that's fair.
okay. I'm going to move there, and then I am going to use my multi-attack for my beast form to bite him and then claw him.
Bite and claw.
So, bite is a 14 to hit.
Ooh, a 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
I figured as much. The claws are a natural 20.
Woo! Critical hit on the claws. Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I come in to bite him, see him kind of repositioning, and then I'm going to come in from the underside and just try to rake his, go for his guts.
Go for the belly, yeah. And this is magical damage. Oh, because you're high enough in this beast form. Ooh, dang it.
Ten, 20, 34 points of slashing damage to him.
Is that just that wasn't that was double.
That was the critical, yeah. That was double.
You deal 34 points of damage. You see again raking across the belly. This dude just growls in pain. He is looking hurt as you go in and underneath. Takes a second because again, you countered so perfectly the punch coming into the mouth, boom, underneath, raked with claws, looking hurt. As you deal this damage, Mr. Incredible looks at you just, fine, we're gonna play dirty. You see, whips a hand around. And as he comes up, you think he's going in for a punch. Something else hits you. That's a hit. This is going to be this is a big legendary attack. He deals 36 points of damage. So the remaining 10 to your beast form. And so then that's 26 to you, Adam. As you are now in place of that form. Adam, you see this, whatever just hit you was not visible or maybe not corporeal, because as he hit, something whipped, boom, bludgeoning damage right into your chest. And you feel poisonous like spike grit that raked in with the wound. As you see, he just laughed, just like, not ready for that one, are we? So Adam, that's you now back in the initiative order. You are at 61 hit points then currently. You see, of course, the beast form fades. Belle, you see this. And even you, Belle, again, with your eyes glowing, everything, whatever just hit him didn't seem to be there. As Adam, you finish that turn. Belle, though, that is then your turn. Again, you are floating down. And so by the end of it, you will land kind of on the edge. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, I will give you this, Belle. You two will land outside a cylinder in that slow fall descent. If you want to just like, because then you'd be landing kind of near Adam on the screen right there.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah.
Because I am going to disintegrate Mr. Incredible, and he gets to make a dex save, but he's going to roll a natural 1 on that dex save.
Wait. Are you using the nat 1 portent?
I am.
Oh my gosh.
Belle, your eyes glow blue as boom, boom, boom. Arcane blue light swirls around your arm, pointing into the finger at Mr. Incredible. As your eyes glow brilliant, you see where Mr. Incredible was going to like turn and look and dodge. The future shows itself of where he dodges to, and this is going to hit him square in the chest. Good Lord. This is 10d6 plus 40 damage.
Oh
my gosh.
And again, if this reduces him to 0, he disintegrates and there's no save. He's just gone. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 10, 20, 30, 32 plus 40, 72.
It's 72.
72 points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Well, you rip into him. he is looking so hurt, almost bloody, as this damage rips through him. You watch as flesh and cloth turn to dust, and as fast as this thing is trying to reform, he is just disintegrating. Mr. Incredible looks so bad. That was just your action.
That was just my action. So as my bonus action, I'm sending it another star.
Roll the hit as another. This makes your third star against him. Again.
Remind me not to piss you off.
Kill him, please.
A synth 20.
Synth 20. A dirty 20 will hit.
Holy cow.
Yes.
Thank you. I was gonna die.
I know. Nobody messes with my man. So that's 10, 29.
29?
29 points of radiant damage.
That doubles, of course, as you know. 58 damage. Belle, dealing a grand total of 130 points of damage to this thing in one turn. Mr. Incredible is looking bloodied as, again, descending, arms outstretched, blue arcane magic swirling around you in this vortex. Boom, 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 boom. Disintegration hits, and as his body, the dust in his body, you sling that arcane circle of star right in, boiling through the already disintegrated skin and flesh. Boom! There is now a crater's hole through Mr. Incredible. He looks so bloodied, and it has only been 3 rounds of combat in these like 18 seconds of slinging this arcane high-level magic. As he does it, you see he's looking pissed. Belle, as you alight on the ground, again, robes swirling and unfurling, you see, as he looks at you two, he just, all right, 2 on 1. That's pretty fair. But let's change partners, shall we? You see he's going to use a legendary action, and he disappears. Cadel, as you are falling down through the floor, you see appearing opposite you at the top of the stairs, Mr. Incredible appear, smoking, disintegrated hole in his chest. He's looking bad, but you see he looks up at you both. Eyes are now glowing red and just pulsating with light as he just looks at you, just like he points at Snow, Cadel. You see just, you're dead, and I'm taking this building with me. And he starts glowing. Cadel, that makes, again, end of Belle's turn. That is your turn, Cadel, as Mr. Incredible just appeared pulsating.
All right, so I found a level 4 spell called Banishment, and I want to try to banish Mr. Incredible out of this plane of existence.
Oh. How could you? How could you?
Well, because I can't. Because he's trying to hurt Snow, and that's not cool.
Orcus? Okay. Banishment is insanely cool. He has to make a charisma saving throw or be banished.
Okay.
He's got a +7 to this, but your spell save DC is a 14. Cadel, I will have you know, this is a Box of Doom. I'm sure Adam and Belle, you're familiar with our Box of Doom here. Again, taking that lovely inspiration from Dimension 20. The Box of Doom represents roles that are campaign changing or world stake altering. As Banishment, Cadel, you're not only sending him to another plane, if this creature isn't from this plane of existence, he is permanently banished there if you just hold it. Good heavens.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's got advantage, I will let you know. So he has to at least roll above a 7 once on this check. But he's gonna roll twice.
Okay.
He's gotta roll, but it's very possible for him not to.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's a 20 dice.
It's
And,
20. So
uh,
I will make this roll. You just have to pray and hope now.
Okay.
Here we go. Here comes the first roll. That first roll was a natural 1.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
gosh.
Don't worry, I can't cheat. There's another person in the other room who can fact check all of this. Here comes the second roll. On a 7 or below, no, excuse me, a 6 or below, he's about to be banished. Cadel, this could be really cool.
Okay, so I have to cast them on that, or oh,
Do we get that 30%?
Cadel, what do you say as you try and banish this creature?
you are not Mr. Incredible. Go to hell.
As you see this creature pulsating red, you watch as his skin starts flaking with fire and smoke. Turns to you. Who are you to tell me what I can or cannot? Disappears from the plane of existence.
Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez.
Cadel, you have to hold this for 1 minute. This is a concentration spell, meaning in total of in D&D terms, if you can end combat, we're fine, but we are still in initiative order as there are still enemies present. I'm going to make a pure luck check. It's a perception-based luck check because there are 2 gnolls that were in this other corridor. And if they heard this, they might come and check out what's going on.
Okay, I'll probably try to tell, like, well, I can't really ask this quietly, but like I could try, but like I would want like Snow to hide it behind me while I try to like, morph into like my suit of armor, my limb suit of armor, just so like she's still behind it, but the first thing they see is just my suit of armor. That's it.
So if anything looked out, they would see a statue, basically. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I want to play, because I would be fine with just like taking out the gnolls, but like my first priority is making sure Snow is safe.
Right. Okay. Here's what
She's
we'll do.
kind of a big deal.
Here comes the base luck check. You can tell the Snow acts right after you before any gnoll or hyena. So that's fair. Here we go. Cadel, what you hear again in walking down, out in this other corner, you hear, "Hey, you suppose what you suppose that was? Wait, suppose what? Well, didn't you hear something? It sounded like someone was out there." "Well, yeah, you idiot. We work in an embassy. There's always people." You see, and you hear the other hyena. Fair enough. Yeah, the hyena aren't going to come check as they rolled terrible. Gosh. Cadel, though, smart stuff, though. Again, Snow prepping, because even if they would have looked, they would have seen a suit of armor. Dang it. All right.
Very clever.
Very clever. Well done, Cadel. Truly.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. Banishment. So if you can end combat. So, Cadel, 1 minute from now, you will get this. Come on. All right. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Okay. Had to get that in. Snow is also going to use her turn. As this all happens, basically in that lead you, she will lead you down to the next level with her for some of her turn. Then you will make it to, actually, with the stairs. Yeah, so you're now on the 8th level now as just a Oh, excuse me. She can't. Because you need to stay close enough to keep the banishment on this point. Because if banishment fails, Mr. Incredible will appear on the fourth or on that level where you are, like right back where you appeared.
Okay.
Here's what
I
Snow
think
will.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good. I think what will happen is Snow's going to come over here. You see, she is going to do a minor thing. Using some of her magic, she is going to lock the door to this hallway here, and kind of just like guard the stairs in that sense of like. So Snow turns to you. She just, all right, listen. I don't know what you did, but keep it up, because again, Cadel, you are pulsating with magic and it's swirling around the point of this banishment, right? Again, a vacuum appeared in arcane space and time that you are now stopping again with this magic of your being. You see, she's just, all right, listen, I'll hold the stairs. Keep it up. Do good.
I think of what I want to tell her is like, no, go, because I know you can take care of yourself, but I want him to focus only on me. You are far more important than I am. You are the leader, okay? You need to get out of here.
Give me a persuasion check. Yeah, try to convince her to go.
Okay, all right. Oh gosh, that almost fell. One more time. 11 and persuasion +1, so a 12.
12. Okay, I'll roll just an insight. I will say that, yeah, Snow understands you're not trying to do this to like sound arrogant. This is a very chivalrous, like, you're the target, like, go help others. She then nods, she will take off then down the stairs. She did still keep this.
So can I
door.
Can I shout at her and say like try to like get the gate closed, because that'll keep everyone else from coming in?
That would be good.
Yes, she is going to run. You see she nods behind you. So this hallway door is still locked on this 9th floor. And you can guess, as she runs down, she's starting to do the same thing. So on her next turn, she'll like lock the other door at the bottom of the stairs. So at least like something could try to break through, but there's a base like lock you in here so you can just focus the spell work. Jeez Louise, Lord have mercy. Oh, the black cylinder of doom is gone. That's
Yay.
Dang it. All right. But
I mean, also my investiture of flame is also gone. I couldn't beat a DC 60 con save.
yeah, it's a lot to beat, you know. What I will say is, again, the flames have finished burning. These gnolls that were here are just dead. Adam, as these gnolls are coming around you, though, a few are going to surround you. Belle, these skeletons start surrounding you as well. And they are just kind of, you see, it really is that like circle up and just start stabbing and attacking, and because it's hard to fight on all fronts. Adam, you are definitely getting hit.
16 now.
Belle, you are getting hit as well. That makes Adam, you take 28 points of piercing and slashing damage. Belle, oh my gosh. Belle, you take 45 points of piercing damage.
Hey.
As again, both of you starting to look really bloody as all of these things swirl around. The skeletons don't really seem to have much emotion, but you see these gnolls don't look angry. It's just more like, die, traitors! As all of them surround and just start wailing on you guys as you are in this courtyard. That makes their turn. So fun fact, no more armies can muster as of right now. But what can happen is armies that were previously like around are going to try to appear. Marching in, you see this next grouping of gnolls appear. They are going to take either side and just kind of form, keeping the gate open. Adam and Belle, you guys see while all of these hyena and skeletons are approaching, nothing new seems to be mustering down the street. Whether again it's because Mr. Incredible with that like command of mustering the armies, nothing else, even if they're here, aren't forming yet. Dang it. Oh, that was good. With that then, that makes Adam, it is back at the top of the order. So it is your turn. All of these enemies have appeared. What would you like to do?
Okay, so this is the plan. I don't know if it'll work or not. I want to push through this knoll that's between me and Belle. And I want to pull Belle into kind of like into my arms so I can kind of protect her. And then, as my action, I want to cast Wall of Fire around us.
Ooh, okay. You're trying to
So,
pull Belle.
yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. This is pretty cool. What you'll have to do for me, Adam, is we're going to make opposed. Is this strength or dexterity? I'm trying to think. I will rule this as a strength-based thing, because again, the point of these gnolls is they're trying to keep you guys separated. It's just a quick group tactic of surround and stab in. So we're going to make a base strength just to see what's going to happen if this gnoll can successfully keep you in here, or if you can get Belle. Because if you can pull Belle, there's no opportunity attack, because Belle, you're unwillingly leaving your area, so to speak. Here we go. So Adam, just let me know what you roll.
And I can't go beast for this because I have to be able to cast my spell. And so, come on, Adam. 19.
Adam, with that just pure inhuman strength of trying to save Belle, you break past, breaking the DC 15. Boom! Reach and pull Belle in. As this gnoll is gonna try to stab you, because there's enough of like the one directly behind you would get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Succeeds. You take 5 points of piercing damage. Really not bad. It just hurts when they all attack at once.
Yeah.
Adam, you successfully bring Belle into your space with you.
So then, would I still be able to cast that Wall of Fire then? 'Cause that was the hope, was to pull her close and create a ring of just like keeping everybody else out.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 foot thick, a ringed wall, 20 feet in diameter. If you want, because it can expand out, right? It's starting from you pushing out to a 20-foot diameter. Good.
Okay, yeah. If you'll let me expand it and push everybody out, then I'll do it that way. But I just wanted it to close just to us as possible, with the damaging side on the outside.
20-foot diameter. So it's going to be 10, 20. Like this. These gnolls, Adam, instantly just vaporize. As you boil it. The rest are going to make, though, dexterity saving throws. I'm saying again, anything that was right on top of you, basically just like, literally just like grabbing you, is gone. They cannot succeed on a dex save. Everything else, so within then, still in that range, will try to make a dex save or take 5d8 fire damage. Interesting.
Oh, yay!
Here's what I will say. These 3 gnolls, only one on a natural 20, the gnolls, only one of them gets burned. The skeletons are failing. How much damage is it?
So I rolled really well. That comes out as a 34 points of fire damage.
34.
I nearly maxed it.
there is the residual, a few more of the gnolls and everything just from the damage do explode in flame as ring of fire completely outwards. You and Belle are perfectly fine. As the gnolls are now looking, quite honestly, from what's remaining, not great, as well as these skeletons are starting to look pretty hurt. Yes, the skeletons are bloodied, or in that sense of they are barely being held together in fire and sinew, rage around. Jeez Louise, Adam, that is an incredible turn throwing this up. Belle, that then makes your turn.
So I am about 15 to 20 feet away max from most of the skeletons and gnolls.
Yes, about there.
Okay. I'm going to temporarily kind of jump out of the fire.
Wait, no.
Well, I'm not. I'm doing steel wind strike, so I'll just be like the wind. I'll fly out, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
I just want to hit.
30-foot radius. And you can up to 5 creatures you can see. Yes. So are you going for like the 5 gnolls on the left?
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 20. Fun fact, Belle, without even leaving the circle, you can hit all of them.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in the circle and do that.
Awesome. Go ahead and make a melee spell attack for me then, as again, this psychic force damage is about to just slice through everything.
That's a nat 20.
Holy cow.
Belle, go ahead. Yeah, roll 60-10 force damage. Honestly, no, that's enough. Even on like the bare minimum, let alone crit, all of these gnolls in one fell swoop just hit the dirt as you hits through, all of them drop.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say on a crit, that's gonna hit one of the gnolls over here too. That it's gotta, like, you just crit as hitting all of these things for that insane damage in that range. There is now so few gnolls left that the gnolls that are even left are looking so blatant. Again, all of these things taking so much of this fire and force damage. Belle and Adam, you guys are holding your own very well down here.
I still have 4 stars flying around my head.
Oh my gosh, you do.
So I'm just gonna
That
send
spell is
one
so
of them like into the group.
Yeah, make a rolled spell attack. Yeah, a ranged spell attack. Just throw in another star, why not?
16.
16. I will say, as it would hit the hyena before this, or excuse me, it would hit the skeletons before the hyena due to AC. Yeah, 2 of these skeletons just vaporize, being these undead creatures that radiant damage also doesn't go great. Dust and bone just are where they once stood. As we're gonna even zoom in. You just are, there is still 1 legion of gnolls that are standing there looking at you kind of funny. They don't look great though. As these other 2 skeleton warriors chitter back and forth with each other, not sure what to do really. Holy cow.
Keep you
Man, this is quite the unfair fight in my opinion. Just kidding. It would have been great, but I mean, someone banished the big bad.
Dang
Cadel.
it.
Thank you for that.
Speaking
was
of
gonna-
No
Cadel,
problem.
it
How to be
is-
useful this round, you know.
Cadel, it is your turn. As we cut in, the hallways are dark and quiet as you sit here focusing this intense energy. I'm gonna make a roll real quick. Cadel, as you focus in, you cannot but help be filled with thought and memory. You hear Snow again running down the hallway. You are left alone. Cadel, you hear the fire outside flickering a flame. You hear the spells, and you then hear the steel upon steel, the flesh being cut, and the screams in your head. You have those flashing memories and thoughts as you see even yourself in that moment casting spells, and you hear a voice that spoke so long ago, almost in a gruff chuckle of, so you can save these people? A little disappointed in you, Cadel. You were supposed to be better. You were supposed to be incredible. Would you say anything?
Oh boy. So what if I failed once? Doesn't mean I'll fail this time.
You hear the voice, harsh laughter. Ha! Failure is eternal. When we fail, it's because we are not good enough.
What does that make you?
That makes me a god. Cadel, as the voice leaves, no check. It's not enough to break concentration. Again, it would have to be something physical or psychological, but maybe deeper psychologically in that term of a role play. Again, as this occurs, holding on to the spot. Because that really is your turn, Cadel. Again, you really do have to stay and hold this position.
Okay, because I do want to have a thing where it's just like, just because he said he was a god, I just feel like this slight anger to me. I don't know where this anger comes from, but I know, like, I just feel angry at the mere mention of God.
Yeah. Of talking through, you feel that anger, your eyes glowing. I'm gonna make a quick check. Cadel, there's no noise above, but as from where Snow had left, you do hear noise down below. You're not sure what, it's just that like general, again, this is an embassy. There are still people in these buildings, in these offices, but it is something that there was some sort of noise loud enough that you would have heard down below. But that would make your turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
Belle and Adam. This wall of fire is still going strong out there. Good heavens.
For 1 minute.
They creature to damage. They're not. Okay. So, fun fact, if you were curious, the gnolls aren't dumb and aren't gonna just charge the fire. The skeletons might be. Unfortunately, with these undead, not every undead is the same level of intelligence. It does vary. So these undead are gonna maybe do something. All right. One undead is gonna try to attack each of you respectively. The one for Adam will hit. Adam, you take a full 9 points of piercing damage as this skeleton runs up, throws its spear through the wall. Skeleton immediately then bursts into flames and unfortunately is destroyed. The other one, though, again, throwing the spear at you, Belle, you dodge and evade. What was that con check?
17.
Yeah, you're totally fine. These gnolls, though, are going to spread out, just moving around. As They're not going to jump into the fire, of course, but they are curious as to what they can do. 2 gnolls have crossbows in this phalanx as well, so they're going to try and hit each of you respectively, just because that's a ranged thing they can do. Wow, the fire incinerates these wooden bolts before they even get close to you guys. That makes the end of their turn. Start of the order. Nothing can happen. Again, there's nothing else that can muster. So Cadel, this is now round 2 of you holding this. You would have to hold this spell just 8 more rounds uninterrupted before the spell is permanent and this thing is banished. Adam, it is your turn.
Okay, so I am going to use my, let's see. I'm going to cast Heal on Belle. You're welcome. So I don't have a 6th level spell slot anymore, so I'm using my 7th level spell slot.
So 80 hit
she
points.
regains 80 hit points.
That is good. Belle, you're at full. You're back all the way up to your 86 maximum. As you watch, I'm gonna be cute. Adam, you give Belle a loving kiss, and the magic flows through. Belle, your wounds heal. You feel that kiss from your forehead grow through. And you feel great. You are completely healed. As Adam is sitting there, blood running down chin right again from getting punched. Was on fire at one point, so there's smoke and ash.
That's not true love. I don't want it.
If that's not true love. Adam, that is still your turn. Again, so using the heal spell for this, is there anything else you would want to do?
Yeah, so as my bonus action, I am going to Beast. I'm not going to leave the wall of fire yet, but I am going to use my last wild shape to Beast.
Wild shaping into the beast. You completely boom, back up and in. Beast comes back in at full, so you have all those hit points. The beast is back in and ready. Belle, that makes your turn. So you are back at full hit points. You still have 3 Crown of Stars left, 3 of these motes of light. What would you like to do?
I'm going to do another Steel Wind Strike really quick, just to get those 5 that are like kind of above us.
Gotcha.
The
Yeah,
right.
the 4 gnolls and the
skeleton.
skeleton. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah. Make that ranged attack.
Oh.
Oh.
Second, but I have. So that's a 16.
A 16
It looks like a 1.
hits.
Oh.
The 16 hits barely. Thankfully, though, each of these, again, on the minimum damage from all the damage they've taken, as these are minions, boom, 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 boom. All that is left are the 3 gnolls, these hyenas, still barely left. And they're looking hurt, gang. They're looking bloodied. These last 3 don't look great. They don't seem incredibly well taken care of. Belle, as you do that, you have a bonus action still.
Yeah, and I'll send off another one of my stars towards those guys.
Roll the hit. I'll say the higher you roll, the more likely it is to hit more than 1.
Okay. Yeah. That's a 14.
On a 14, these hyena aren't going to go down without a fight. A 14 is the bare miss. As you swing it up, the hyena, they are ready, though, unfortunately, at this point. You see that they look as you sling one of these, 2 of them, one like rolls into the grass, the other like sidesteps just to not get hit. Belle, you still then have 2 last of these Crown of Stars still up. As Cadel, we cut back to you. Cadel, the voice is back. It's all you ever have done is fail. What do you want from me? Do you want me to be pleased that you're making the bare minimum effort? You're not even going full send. Look at you. You're just sitting here holding a pathetic spell, not even fighting like a real warrior would.
Oh, that's your opinion now, isn't it? Cool. Could you please leave?
Go ahead and make me a religion check. I love this.
All right. 11 and religion. What do I got for religion? +3, so a 14.
14. You hear this voice just, we'll talk again, failure. As the voice now officially leaves. Pretty good religion check.
Push over.
I'll say, yeah, Cadel, just kind of muttering to yourself, like, again, intense magical workout going on, keeping this banishment contained. Just push over. You hold the spell. Everything is going great. Outside, she did it. Snow has been dashing, using full dash, everything, using any of her magic to basically like haste herself faster. Snow books it up. She makes it to this point. Again, running around the hyena, though. As you see, she is going through the gate, though. This is like, even though there's no armies coming, it's a, we need to close the gate. We need the guard. We need to like lock down before, because we don't know. She books through. She sees the wall of flame, sees you guys, though. It's more of that. She doesn't say much as she runs. She's on her mission. Just thumbs up. That then makes, so the hyena, one of these hyena is the one with the crossbow. It's going to try to shoot Beast. Misses. These two hyena are going to run after Snow, though. Run up. That is 2 hits on Snow. You see, she takes a good amount of damage. She's looking hurt. As again, these things run up strong and start slashing at her. She does whip around, though. Immediately is like throwing up magic and spell work to keep herself from getting like really damaged, but isn't looking great. As this happened, beginning the order, we are back to Beast. Cadel, this is round 3. You need 7 more rounds.
Gosh dang.
It's a. I mean, if we're out of combat, once the combat officially ends, it's gonna, basically be nothing. But in combat, because anything could happen, we have to see.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I see Snow kind of running off, and these hyenas are coming out to attack her. I would like to leave my wall of fire. Would I be able to walk through that, or?
I'm gonna say, with how Wall of Fire is phrased, it's only like if you walk willingly into it, because again, you have like the side of a ringed wall that you can say just like is no. I'll say yes, because it will deal no damage. You can walk through it because as long as you're not doubling back in.
Okay. So I guess I would like to run through this wall of fire towards Snow, to where the hyenas are, and so this is what I would like to do. I want to grab the hyenas and throw them at the wall of fire.
Oh yes, let's go ahead. We'll make opposed strength. Let's make some opposed strength check. Harkening back to the very first session where Adam threw a hyena. Yeah, let's do this. All right. So on this opposed strength, ooh, that's pretty good. I will tell you then, Adam, you have to beat a DC 18 strength check.
Okay.
So it's a bigger thing because you're trying to grapple both, is what we're saying.
Right. Okay, Beast gets a +5 to strength. So that would be an 8.
You grab both, and both hyena turn. They're immediately on you, though. They've stopped as you get bounding through the fire, licking off of you. As you run up, you grab them, kind of like pull their shoulders. They look surprised, but like are quickly then readying weapons because you're the next threat.
Yep, that's fair.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, because that was your bonus action. Bee sting, fight, or yeah.
Yep. So I don't know what else I think that would have been my action was to try to throw them. So I don't think I have anything else to do.
That's fair. In which case, Belle, that makes your turn. You're still in the ring. So Beast has basically just aggroed these two hyena next to him. There's still the one left. What would you like to do, Belle?
I'm gonna send a star down to the guy that's down here, not the ones that are over by Snow and East.
Gotcha. Go ahead, roll that attack.
That was 16.
We've got a lot of
16 hits. This hyena does not exist as you exploding in ethereal magic and dust. Like it hits like the ground in front of him and he just explodes. This poor Noel, who is like, yeah, hey, this is my day job, and is now dead. Gone.
I'm not getting
Belle,
paid enough for this.
Yeah, did not get paid enough for that kind of job. Belle, it is then your turn. That was just your bonus action.
Yeah. And the did I steal wind strike last time?
You did steal wind strike.
Okay, so I actually don't have those spells. So I can't do that. Oh, I can. No, not that one. There are too many pages up on that one. Hey, both.
You just start. Should be better right there.
There it is. Binding spells. They're all over.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to thunder step
Oh gosh.
over two beasts, but to get the two gnolls. But I'm attacking the two.
Excellent. You thunderstep easily. Dang it. Just making sure I read the spell right. Yeah.
I think that damage inside the wall.
Oh yeah, that would damage
there.
Yeah,
that would-
I don't think
I thought
it's
that would
going to
damage-
damage these things.
Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. Yeesh. What can I do now? I'm just gonna send a fireball off to one of those walls.
A fireball?
Fireball? Wait, or
Yeah, fireball.
I'll hit everybody.
All right.
Fun fact, it's the meme as old as time in D&D. Fireball has a radius. It's a big old fireball. So if you have firebolt, that would just hit one.
Oh, but I have witch bolt, so
There you go.
let's do witch bolt. That
All
was,
right.
gosh,
Okay.
go through all of my spells. And that'll get both the
Which bolt's just a single.
Witch bolt though, yes, the spell. Good heavens. Yeah, Belle, you make a ranged spell attack and you can successfully witch bolt one of the hyena.
That's 18 plus my 9. So whatever it is.
Adam, one of these hyena runs to you, sees you again, readies the weapon, and poof, is immediately like shot through the shoulder, crumples to the ground as Belle, fire swirling around you, boom, witch bolt into this thing. Yikes! Incredible turn.
Thanks.
Jeez.
Belle, that is then your turn. Cadel, you're chilling. as you've now gotten rid of the voice, I'm gonna make another just check.
Right.
No noise. Cadel, you are getting very lucky. There doesn't seem to be anything trying to come near this hallway yet. There's no noise, there's no danger. As this happens, Snow then is gonna turn. Yikes. Adam, you see she walks up. As this knoll's coming up, the knoll looks at you, this hyena snout, like growling and snarling, as you watch a knife come through its neck and then slash outward. Blood splatters across Snow's face as she crits on the knoll, killing this thing where it stands. We are out of initiative, gang. As the last knoll, that was the official last combatant. If other knolls or skeletons had been alerted inside the building, that could have gone bad, but nothing bad happened to you guys. As you see the last knoll falls, Snow immediately runs over past and using magic places the hand against the gate, closes. You hear an alarm start ringing, of course. Cadel, after another 30 seconds, you sitting there, longest 30 seconds of your life, like if you had sweat, it'd be dripping, but that soft waiting, and eventually you hear that little pop, and know that your spell has worked. This thing was banished.
Jeez. I think I'm just gonna kneel on the ground because it's just like, okay, I did it.
Oh boy. Adam and Belle, as you guys,
I think that was actually gonna work.
I will say this again: the wall of fire eventually dissipating down, leaving this kind of charred circle, but no longer alit. Cadel, it won't take you long then to also reach your friends, as it's pretty easy to move around here when you're not fighting. Taking it down. Yes, Adam.
Have you seen Mr. Incredible?
Okay, I banished Mr. Incredible to another plane of existence.
Oh, okay.
You see Snow comes back. Cadel was incredible. He held the spell. Oh, okay, yes, we don't know where Mr. Incredible, she uses the air quotes, but yeah. He's off in a demi-plane now. We're good. He's gone for now. As you all are saying this, after a moment or two, Adam, I will say again, the beast form fading, your normal form, then reappearing back to, again, shrinking down. Cadel, you actually see this again as the horns disappear. You watch as the alarm's going off. Eventually, you see battalions of soldiers coming up. These are elf, orc, human, humanoid soldiers that bear the Sumani crest. Not Nolan soldier, nothing of Mr. Incredible's armies. Start jogging over. As they come to the gate, Snow starts letting them in slowly. You see she's like screening people again, just like, how long have you served in the city? Who is your commanding officer? As Snow is taking that kind of political charge, making sure no one bad enters. But what I will have you all do is everyone here, please roll me a perception check briefly.
19. Oh my gosh.
Good stuff.
22.
9.
Belle,
let me see.
no, it's hard, Belle, again, to see everything. I will say, though, Adam and Cadel, you guys here, again, as sirens go off, soldiers marching up, other signs, like, vehicles are pulling up, these, like, very rudimentary motorized vehicles with, like, what seems to be, like, firefighting services, protection services, just kind of showing up in this general alarm. Because, again, when the alarm at the Council of Princess sounds, it's a big emergency, right? This is a major political building. You do see, though, screeching around the corner, driving really fast,
Terrible drive.
black and white tires burning in this long stretched engine pulls up. You see stepping out in chic pantsuit, winged sharp shoulder and hair, very elegant in its design. A woman steps out and walks through. Snow takes half a step back, not out of like politeness, but you can tell just out of intimidating respect, as the woman you've seen from your visions, Belle, Cruella de Vil, black and white hair, steps forward. She just, darlings, what has happened? I came as soon as the alarm sounded. What's going on? Snow.
There,
You see,
there was an
walks up.
imposter.
Yes.
Mr. Incredible was an imposter, actually some kind of demon from below had come up and impersonated Mr. Incredible.
You see, go ahead, Adam. As you say that, you can roll me a free insight check.
That's an 11.
11. Cruella's eyes, you see her eyebrows kind of like raise, just, oh, terrible. Well, let me put, you see, she snaps her fingers, pulling up a lot of guard that seem to have like more like black security. These are private security officer type guards. Start pulling up, start walking through. Of course, we must help out the city. This is terrible. You see, she turns to Snow. Of course, we must order the immediate hunting and killing of any of this army of Mr. Incredibles. We can't let any make it out of the city if this was an imposter. You all immediately see, she's not asking, so this is like telling someone, right? Like, oh, you're doing this now. Snow does have, though, a moment of just kind of maybe indignation. But you see, she just, yes, please start rounding up any of the hyena undead, any that we can. We must make an appearance in understanding what's going on. Because you see, as you're talking, more dignitaries and politicians are coming out of the front of the building, starting to like gather around, looking weird. Adam and Belle, as you guys are seeing, Snow turns to you guys, you know, and just that like, yes, of course, this will be, turns to you, Cadel, though, just, of course, no, Cadel, you were not a member of this army officially. You are a personal guard of us. You see, she takes a moment, just, you are a friend. You are not one of the undead under the service of Mr. Incredible. As Cruella, though, gives you the cold stare, Adam, your body starts to tingle and flicker with light. Belle, Cadel, Snow, as all three turn to look at him, you gently disappear in a blaze of light. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. We will see you next time.